Camera on?
Yes. It's on.
Is that school alarm again?
No, I don't, because that was just she might need to take a break. You never know. You might just come down.
That's one of the things that was a call.
No, they actually got writer's cramps and she's trying to free her hand up.
There was one resignation. This one. Yes. Yeah, I'll call the meeting back in session at 18:50 hours. 20:50 hours, sorry. Okay. The one last thing on the Assistant Chief's report was we've received a resignation from firefighter Chris Whitman, which is now living outside of the district and has reason not to continue with fire. He's actually, I think, living in Monitor or just Monitor. Okay. He has a couple. So. You have an email from him? I have an email from him.
Move to accept the resignation of Christine.
Chris Cahoon. Do you have a second? Second. Any further discussion?
No, I don't want to say it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? In lieu of the time constraints, I'm sorry, Gary, is that it? No, I'm done, thank you. We're going to table the resolutions. The second reading of amended district policies, we'll table those and we'll move those to January's meeting. Is there any new business other than that?
Let's get to our old business. Tender.
The tender update, sorry.
Still February 15th is the expected delivery date. We'll know more next week. We'll give an update on that.
What was that date?
February 15th.
Now, do they take the performance bond off the top, or is that something they have to return to us? Do we have to pay?
The performance bond is something that we purchased basically as an insurance policy in case they did not build the truck and they would owe us the $244.
The performance issue where they're late.
The penalty clause,
Penalty.
that started from October 27th.
Okay, but my question is, does that come off the amount due upon delivery, or do we pay the full amount due on delivery and then they reimburse us?
No, they just take it off.
Okay.
And just FYI, I had to apply for extension of the grant from FEMA. And then I had to fax them a copy of our performance bond and the penalty clause in our contract, and that was earlier this week.
And it's accepted?
Yeah.
How much of an extension?
Sounds like you went 6 months.
Make sure the truck
I
gets
put
done.
in March 15th when I was talking to our regional rep, that's what he recommended. When he bumped it up to the feds back in Washington DC, it sounded like they changed it to 6 months.
Do we have any paperwork to indicate?
Have not got anything back. It's just all in the grant management online. I haven't seen any message and fax that it was accepted. I just talked to them on the phone, said they were in the process of accepting it, but please fax this up to us. Then I called them back to see if they got it, and it was 2 o'clock, 2:01 our time, 5:01 their time, they were gone.
Can you touch base with them tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have to,
business? Public comment?
I have a question. Sorry. Okay.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kendra Kambrowskis, and I was the volunteer market manager for the Farmers Market. And
Okay, just check.
we've got a big committee of volunteers that are all working on this, that we're doing this as a joint effort. I just wanted to basically, one, thank you guys so much for allowing us to use the property for the Farmers Market this past summer. We thought it was a great success, and I heard lots of good feedback from you folks throughout the community that they're hoping that it comes back next year. And I wanted to let you know that we are planning to do the market again next year. We're going to go every Saturday, starting the second week in May and going through the second week in October, the duration of the summer. And also want to let you know that we are exploring and have been talking with the Colton Towel folks, because there's interest in having the market there.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I wanted to interrupt you for a moment.
Yeah.
I sit on the board of the phone company next door, and I was told to tell you, they want you very much next door. They think it would be a great fit in the lot they have next door.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And we wanted to let you know that we're exploring that idea for a variety of reasons. Visibility is one issue, parking is another issue. We have had feedback from a number of folks in the community who are elderly or have a hard time getting around, that this was actually very difficult for them to get up the hill and go into the back. So there are some issues that we're working on. We need to make sure that there's power, and we need to make sure that there's a public bathroom and a hand washing area, and nothing's set in stone yet, whether or not we're going to go over there. And I know Gary's at least expressed that you all would be willing to have us here again next year. But I wanted to let you know that those were concerns, and we're continuing to have the dialogue with the Colton Towel, but just basically wanted to give you an update. And there's several folks here too. I don't know if anybody else wants to chime in or.
Well, this is open to you if you want to, but we can understand that, certainly. No, that's fine, run away. I know where you live.
You do. And one thing that we wanted to be sure to express, particularly to the volunteers, since you guys were so great in doing the barbecue, that's something that we'd love to have, provide you the space to do fundraisers for the Volunteer Association and to educate the community about the work that you all do. So.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
I had a question about the meeting minutes from last month. I asked to listen to them, and I understand there were about 15 minutes that were missing, and I didn't see them. We didn't hear them in the recording, and I didn't see them on the minutes that were typed up as well. And it was the whole section about the reading of the new policy for the volunteers. It wasn't included on the tape. No.
It was about 15 minutes.
What happened is I turned the machine off when John was reading the policy. And then I don't remember when I turned it on exactly, but as I told Brad, the important conversation was put in the minutes.
The piece I didn't see is the public comment. There were several significant comments made by the public about that policy that did not make it in the minutes. Is it common practice to turn off the tape?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, but it was just that there were 3 pages of that policy. So.
But we couldn't even go back and listen to the tape?
Well, we just quit taping, then we don't have an issue. There's no law to require us to tape them.
Yes, it has to be recorded.
No?
No, it does not.
Then this has to be fully in depth.
Yeah.
This has to be every word that's stated if you do not record it.
Has to show true reflection.
Well, not every word.
True reflection is what it says in the law.
Yeah.
True reflection
And that's-
doesn't mean verbatim.
It just means that you have to, oh, well.
Well, I think it's important enough for the public to comment on it that it should have been reflected in the minutes.
So John, our concern was that if the public had the intent to show up and comment on it, we felt like it was important enough not to